Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to another episode of Heal, that is having emotional anguish lifted. We've been having some interesting discussions this year. As we round up for the year 2025, we just have one more discussion we want to have about emotional anguish, things that cause emotional anguish. And today's episode is about when life happens to our career and our finances. My name is Ogechi, Gechi, however you want to call it, and I am here with my friends, my team. I have to introduce themselves.
Besties.
Besties, sure. Sandy, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Sandy. Welcome back. This is our second.
Part two of
what we've been discussing.
Of when life happens, yeah.
And I'm Ian. Ian, the shy guy. That's me.
He lies.
I'm Chris and I work here.
This is my boss, Reverend Chris. And he is here to provide his wisdom. He's here to provide his knowledge. He's here to keep us in line. So today's episode is a little different. We don't have any guest per se. We are our guests. We are coming to ask Reverend Chris questions. I will take 2 seconds to.
That's 3 on 1. That's not fair.
You got this. You got this, Bishop. You got this. If you follow us on Chrisando Ministries, because Heal is part of Chrisando Ministries, you would have been watching episodes of Yakash. Yakash is another podcast that we do. Well, Reverend Chris does. And he's been dealing with a series titled Letters to Myself. If you haven't watched them, you should. I'm not just saying that, but really you should. And so today, Reverend, I said Reverend, that sounded really weird. Bishop, we're going to ask you questions that would sort of be following on as letters to myself regarding finances, regarding career. And so that's where we're going. Again, we don't know where this discussion is going to go. Things are happening, but let's see. Who wants to start?
I don't mind opening.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Reverend, thank you so much for this opportunity as well. I recently had a colleague who put in his notice due to certain personal circumstances. He felt that the way in which his personal circumstances had changed meant that he wouldn't be able to carry on with the work that he was doing with the business. And I clearly understood why he came to that decision. He had unfortunately just broken up with his girlfriend of many years right before he started the job, and then had to move house and had some other things happen in his life, and just felt like the way in which his life was going, he just needed some time to reflect. So my question is, how do you balance your these kind of situations when life happens to you? How do you balance that with your professional responsibilities such that you can bounce back and get back on track?
To start with, I don't think you make a permanent decision on a temporary situation.
Okay.
That is totally wrong. Life is such that you go through a lot of temporary situations that will be emotionally draining. It's given. But when it happens, you should be able to balance out in terms of your response to the issues or situations that happen. The fact that your wife or girlfriend has left you doesn't mean your career has left you.
Okay.
Do you get it? So the wrong decision is to go resign because your girlfriend has left you. What if your wife left you? Would that mean that you pack up and go and live under a bridge or something? You don't do that. It's a temporary situation. It's a setback. Yes, I agree. And it has a way of, like messing with every aspect of your life. But when the going gets tough, you've got to get tough and you've got to keep going, even though you are hurting. Like pastors, sometimes if we're to tell you what we deal with on a daily basis and come and stand on the pulpit and preach as if we are not going through anything, you'll be shocked. You understand? But that's the ability to separate you and the role you play from your situation.
Yeah.
So I would say that when you're going through a tough life happens, you've got to learn to put things in perspective. You've got to, I always say that, compartmentalize things.
Okay.
This is your emotional life. Has nothing to do with your professional life. It has nothing to do with your health. It has nothing to do with your spiritual life. You've got to put it, okay, I have a problem with my emotional life. At the minute, I'm not in a good place. My girlfriend has left me. But that should not affect every other aspect.
But it's hard. It's really hard to separate though, because
I understand. But the thing is that it's going to be like that till the day we die.
okay, so it's kind of here to
See,
stay.
do you understand? So you can't say for instance, I remember once I was pastoring a church. We're going through a takeover at work. My wife was in hospital for 6 months. I had a baby boy to look after. My wife is in hospital for 6 months. I have a baby boy, which means I have to be going to hospital every day, taking food. I have to look after a baby. I have to, at work, going through a takeover, and as an accountant, that's always the most, precarious time and everything. And I was still pastoring a church. So am I going to pack up and go because things are happening? You can't just do that. You understand? So you've got to learn how to put your emotions to one side, deal with things, put them in little boxes and deal with it. Otherwise, you're going to lose your mind. And see, that is a temporary situation. It's going to pass. Eventually my wife was discharged. She came back home. She got better. The baby was okay. You get it, work, settled down and everything. But at the time when I was going through that, it's like, I could have easily said, no, I can't pastor again because I'm going through this, I'm going through that, I'm going through this. So you can just, and call my boss and say, I'm resigning because you can't just do that. It's a temporary situation. It will pass. Just stay with it. Go through the emotion, go through the grieving, go through whatever you've got to go through. I remember pastoring. Just last year, I lost my sister, I lost my mother-in-law. These were two very close people to me. And if nobody had said, you would never have known.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I don't have a heart. But life happens. You can't just say that because of this, I can't do this anymore. You've got to learn to be a little bit tougher emotionally and put things in perspectives and deal with them as they are. Otherwise, you break down. There's some people, just one issue, because they are not able to put it in different compartments. Everything just is like one domino falls and everything just crumbles. You can't do that because life is like that. We live a social life, but we have different facets of the life. So you've got to learn how to put things in perspective. I know I sound clinical, but it's because if you don't do that, you always fall. There are people who are living under the bridge, homeless, because they could not deal with a marriage breakup. Yeah. They could not deal with a job that they lost. They could not deal with, somebody that just died. But these are situations you can't help. Something happened. It doesn't mean that you should just crumble. You've got to learn to pick up the pieces and then run, especially when you have others depend on you. You cannot just, fold like that. So, if I had the opportunity to talk to that guy, I would say to him that, listen, breathe, stay still. If you have to take some time off work to go think, do that. But don't take a permanent decision on a temporary situation. This too shall pass. Just allow it to pass. Go through. It's going to be difficult. There'll be a lot of heartaches and everything, but go through it. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. You cannot stop. Just go through.
Yeah, I think you'll be pleased to know he's currently, he doesn't intend on going on holiday, traveling the world, for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty long time.
Taking a break.
Who's doing that? Wow.
Taking a break from
Almost
life.
jealous. Yeah.
But then, you see, that's a happy ending. It could have been worse.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
true.
could have ended up. I know stories of people like
Yeah.
that. From that one resignation, they
Yeah.
can't go back to work. And before you realize, they are living under the bridge.
Yeah. And Sandy, I would normally go to you to go next, but I think just because of where we are with the question, I feel like my question is sort of a follow-on
Yeah, that's
ish on what we're doing. So, Bishop, I'm asking, what do you do when life happens to your career? Like when your plans literally all fall apart and there's no backup. Like, someone like me, for instance, when I have this plan, I'm just
Tunnel
there.
vision.
Yeah, pretty much. I would let's call it that. Yes, because I'm making all these plans to make sure it all works out. But then life happens and everything falls apart, and I look back and there is no backup plan. So it's like, okay, what do I do? What? Yeah, that's difficult. That has been difficult for me.
So that's when you've got to know that God has got you. And to be able to lean on God and trust in His grace. I have a personal story. I don't know if I'm allowed to share. Maybe I might not share.
We'll talk behind the scenes.
But what I'm trying to say is that I've had to start all over again.
Yeah.
And I lost everything. When I say everything, I lost everything. And here was a case that I was in my 40s. So starting all of this is easier to start when you're younger. It gets harder the older you get, and everybody was watching to see what are you going to do now?
Yeah.
Now that you've lost everything, what are you going to do? And I got to a place where I decided not to take life too seriously.
Okay.
And when I say that, don't take life too seriously, what I mean by that is that don't think that because of this one issue, your life has come to an end.
It feels like it, though.
I know that. And
like
the older you are, the way that's easy to think that way. But take it one day at a time. Put one footstep in front of the other and keep moving. You'll be amazed how quick and how short the recovery curve will be.
Okay.
Do you get it? You'll be amazed that you'll recover and move twice as fast as you were before. Because now you know how not to fail. You know what you did wrong. Like I said the last time, that you've got to always assess the situation, take your part of the blame, and see where you went wrong. Because once you can see that, then you are not likely to repeat the mistakes you made, which means that you are likely to become more successful this time around. Do you get it? So I think that sometimes we take life too seriously, and when we are hit from the side, life throws the occasional curveball, we can't survive because we're not expecting it. No, it's one day at a time. You can lose everything today, but it doesn't mean that life has finished. You can recover. Believe me, I've lived it, and I can tell you, you can recover. Just one day at a time, one thing at a time, and your trust must be in God.
Right.
Because, if you have never been unemployed, you think that without a job you will never survive. It's not true. You can live a full life without a job.
Yeah.
If you trust God, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
You thought, oh, if I don't have friends, I won't be able to survive. Believe you me, you can.
Mm-hmm.
You can lose all the friends you know today. They all turn their backs on you, and you can make it. So long as you have God, you have faith, you will make it again.
Okay.
I remember just a few years ago, we walked into the city not knowing anybody, not even a single soul. Just a few years ago. And today we are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Taking
trust
over.
me, you will recover.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess adulting doesn't afford us the time to stop and waste time. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I always feel like, come on, get on it. But I know that in our previous episode, we talked about recovery time, talked about assessment and just like stepping back. But I feel like when it comes to career and finances and that kind of things, there's no time to check time kind of thing. Got to keep going, you know. But I'm hearing you say it works out.
Yeah. I mean, I just said that don't take life too seriously. I had to take a job that was like maybe 20 years my junior.
I hear you.
You know, that's what it means by starting all over again. You've got to go that far back. But trust me, the recovery time is quicker.
Okay.
You know, start wherever you are and trust in God. He'll bring it to pass.
Amen. Thank you.
So, like, how do you then reinvent yourself? Like, once you've lost everything, or you're chasing a particular job or career and it doesn't plan out the way that you intended, how do you then start again but reinvent to be?
That's a great question.
It's like the second coming.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by don't take life too seriously. Because if you're thinking that by this time I should be here, by this time I should be there, then you get frustrated and you get worried and emotional and all that. But when you take life as it comes, and it's almost as if, not that you're irresponsible, but just we are here now.
Yeah.
The only way up is up. So one step in front of the other, and trust God and be flexible.
Oof.
Be flexible, be malleable.
So what's the point of forward planning? How are you being flexible and planning at the same time? Like,
you see, life is such that we don't always get it the way we planned it.
100%.
No
Do
kidding.
you get it? That's
no
where
kidding.
that's where the flexibility comes in. That if the unexpected happens, how am I going to cope?
Right.
The way to cope is to be flexible. You know, most of the time when they build a bridge over maybe a waterway, they put a lot of slack on the bridge so that the bridge can sway. It can, because if they make it rigid, then it will snap when the turbulence come. But when it's like flexible, then it can absorb the shocks. So if you can allow yourself a little bit of slack, then it prepares you for the shock.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
If you've seen the shock absorber in a car, it's not straight. It has some, because when the shock comes, you have to absorb it, and the way to absorb it is by being flexible.
Okay.
So that you can sustain the impact. You can absorb the impact. Else, if by this time I should be here, by this time I should be there, by this age I should do this, by that age, life doesn't always happen that way.
Okay.
So learn to be a little bit flexible. And the scripture says that all things work together
That's
for
my
the
favorite
good.
scripture in the Bible.
So we should understand that even the bad things now is working for your good.
Yeah.
So trust God and He'll bring it to pass.
Okay. All right.
I know I sound very clinical here.
I mean, like,
and it's like, is it that easy? No, I'm saying this, but all the emotions that go, I'm not even describing the emotions that goes with it, because as for the emotion, you have it. But at the back of your mind, or in all the changing seasons of time that you're going through, learn to trust God, learn to be flexible, and take a day at a time. That's the only way you can come through the turbulence. Because when you try to be rigid, you might break.
Yeah. I mean, some people have plan A, plan B, plan C. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts
On
on
having
that?
plan A,
plan
like
B,
why we got all the
If this one
plans?
don't go right, then I must do this.
Yeah,
and if that
because where's the
doesn't-
focus, right?
Yeah.
You can have plan A, B, C, D. But I normally say that when you have multiple plans, then you're not really committed to any one of them, strongly, because
Oh, that's true.
if plan A fails, then plan B. So I'm not giving 110% on plan A, because in case plan A fails, then I need strength for plan B. So you are not pushing as hard for plan A, hoping that if in the middle of plan A, if it fails, I'm going, no. I would say have the plan A, give it 110%. But in case it fails,
Be flexible.
be flexible.
Okay.
To recover. Most of the time, as human beings, our recovery time is very, very, very long. Because we want grieving time. We want time to feel sorry for ourselves. We want time to go, poor me. Want time to discuss with everybody about our plight. No, cut all that.
Okay.
Yeah. Grief, but don't dwell in the grief.
Okay.
Do you get it? Yeah. I'm a pragmatic person, so I don't like blaming people or feeling sorry for myself. No matter the issue, I'm like, what's the way out?
What's next? What are we doing next?
What can we do? So I focus more on how to recover more than feeling sorry. It doesn't mean that I don't go through the sorry phase and all that. You go through all the emotions, but don't dwell on it.
Bishop, it sounds like you have a science behind this, moving on process.
Right.
I wish you could let us more into this process.
No, seriously,
it's
that's a good
easier
point.
said,
right?
than done. I mean, in all honesty, I believe I'm a pretty resilient person myself, and perhaps life hasn't hit me in the way in which it's hit some others yet, But what are those practical things that you resulted to move past, the hardship, to move past these unexpected events? What were those practical steps you took to overcome the hurdles?
That's a good question. I remember walking in front of the Symphony Hall in Sydney, Australia, the harbour.
Yeah.
And I felt like jumping in to end it all.
Wait a minute.
I'm just telling you something that happened to me.
Yeah.
I mean, and the only reason why I didn't take that step was because I was with the hosts. I was preaching at a convention.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying to you that you compartmentalize your issues. At the minute, as I was working with the guy, I felt like jumping in. Because it was like everything was crashing on me at the time, and I just felt like ending it all. But let me get through this. Now, what's the next step? Let me get through the next step. What's the next step? Let me get through the next step. It's like as I was going through this step, my family was going through that step. My family was homeless. And I felt that I had caused my family to be homeless. So I was like, rather than feeling sorry for yourself, let's get through this program. Find somebody or find a place for these people to go live. Then try and get yourself back. Try and organize this and organize that. So it's like one step, deal with one thing at a time. go to the next step, because when in doing that, you don't have the time to be bogged down by the emotions. The reason why you want to topple yourself and you want to kill yourself is because you're allowing the weight, everything to, the emotions, the this and that, to swallow you at the same time. So then you want to take an irrational decision. But when you practicalize, this is what's going on. Okay, fine. What's the next step? Let's do the next one. What's the next one after that? This one. Let's do it. What's the next one after that? Let's do it. And as you keep doing that, before you realize, you are coming through and you begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's I would say that don't allow yourself to be crushed by the emotions behind the issue.
Right.
Because life is like that. Life will throw the curveball and it will hit you unexpected, and you may lose your sense of balance and everything. But you've got to learn how to be resilient and how to practically, what are the steps to get out of it. And the next thing is that find an encourager, somebody that can talk you through. I had my pastor that I called in the middle of that, must have been around 4 a.m. I called him. And when I called, because I was in Australia at the time, so it's like 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
When I called, I said hello. He said hello. Then I started crying. I think I cried. I've never cried in front of any man. I cried for about 30 minutes without saying anything. And he was patient. And he goes, son, what is it? And it's like, calm down. Where are you now? Take your time. So he was the one that I know. Get through this. Then what's the next step? Let's take the next step. What's the next step? Let's take the next step. Do you get it? So sometimes you need an encourager, somebody who will encourage you and tell you that you're gonna go through this. Just stay with me. Let's do it together. You get it? Yeah. Because when you're going through, your mind doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
So you need somebody
who's clear-headed. Yeah.
to help you out. He didn't really do much. All he did was to talk me through. But for me, till today, I'm eternally grateful, because without that, I don't know where I would be. So whatever is happening, get somebody. Don't get somebody who is going to, hey, so is that what you're going through?
Make it matter worse. Pay fuel in the fire.
Create episodes.
You're dead. You're dead, right?
You got to be careful who we talk to about stuff. That's the truth.
Yeah.
It's interesting, because in our previous episode, we're talking about, what in life happens to relationships and how sometimes you got to let people go or keep them at this level while you're trying to climb up to the next level. I feel like it's the same situation in this case, where with life, with career, with finances being the big one, because everybody seems to, we all sort of respond very, I don't want to say violently, but just alarmingly to changes in our financial situation, right? Because it's like almost like if you don't have this, it's like, oh, I can't pay this and I can't do this and I was going to do, it just affects us a little bit more traumatically, I feel. So but that's
when,
how do you sort of,
you know who your God is.
All right, it shall be strong.
Faith comes in.
Be strong and do exploits.
Because
right?
sometimes our God is our pocket, it's our wallet, not God.
Gotcha.
So when your work or your source of income is shaking, then your work caves in, because the only person is your wallet.
You're doing checks and balances. If I give this and I do this, then I only have this left. And oh my goodness, they're gonna.
But maybe the fact that I was able to become a missionary, I let go of that fear.
Yeah.
So I have a respect for money, but I am not afraid
to lose it.
Afraid of the lack of it.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a power that is liberating. If you have that power, it liberates you, because it's like, I'm not controlled by
You're
it.
not dependent on it. Yeah.
2008 is when I resigned
That's okay. Resigned from.
from
normal
my
job.
career as an
Yeah.
accountant
Wow.
till date.
Wow. What life happens. Wow.
Do you get it? And I always say that by the grace of God, I feel wealthier than my colleagues I left at the office, however many years ago till date.
God finder.
You know, because when you trust God and you give God that way, it takes that fear of
Wanting.
the lack of money
Mhm.
in your hands.
I think it's a place for silence as well, and when life happens to our finances and career, because in trusting God, that also means you keep quiet. You're not talking too much to everybody else, right? And so when life happens to your finances, let it be between you and God, and like those specific people in
People
your life.
can't help you much.
There you go. There you
People
go.
can't help you much.
There you go.
know. As much as somebody loves you, they are not going to empty their bank account for you.
No.
So talking to them and telling them, your woe is me, is not going to really help. They just, at best, they'll empathize with you, and probably throw a few coins your way, and that's about it. But if you trust God, you'll be amazed. I mean, I used to, by the 25th of the month, I don't know where my rent is going to come from.
I remember those days.
And my landlady, who was a French lady who didn't speak English, and I didn't speak fluent French. And when she comes, she just understands one thing.
Here you go.
Where's the money? And then you say, here's the money. And then she says, thank you very much. And she walks away.
Until
and
next
so
month.
you can't, there's no grammar and there's no, like this or that. And
Wow.
I lived in Paris we lived in Paris for a year. And there was never a month that by the 28th we didn't have money to pay for the rent. And if I remember correctly, the rent was around 2,000 euros at the time, which was it's a lot of money. But somehow, I can't tell you how, as a full-time missionary, not paid by the church or anybody, we were happy. The rent was paid, bills were paid. We almost every week we went to a restaurant just to make ourselves
to feel
happy.
better. I do.
And I think two or three times I took the kids to Disney and all that, which, ask me where the money came from, I won't be able to tell you. But I'm just saying to tell you that you can lose your work, but that's not the only source of income. You'll be amazed.
Yeah.
I'll give you a task. When you go home, take your bank statement and go through your bank statement for a year, your yearly bank statement. See how much money has gone through your account.
How much you have?
No. See how much, and calculate the total of the amount of money
that you actually had.
That's passed through your account. And look at your salary. You see that at least 3 times your salary has passed through your account in a year.
Wow.
Try it.
Okay.
And come and tell me what you think.
Yikes.
I'm saying that to tell you that your salary is not the only source of income.
Okay. All right. I don't know, do you have a question or are you good?
So then how do you then balance like work and then self-care? Because you mentioned that you still took the kids to Disney and you went to restaurants to eat and stuff like that. I think some people get too scared of spending the money that they're working right now for So how do you then encourage someone to be more flexible with how they take care of themselves and also enjoy the life that
Great
God has
question.
given them?
Your mental health is very important.
Please.
Your emotional health is really important. And sometimes just taking yourself out of, just to enjoy for maybe like an hour or two, does wonders for your emotional and mental health. Do you get it? Because, I mean, here's a case: you're in a different land, you don't know anybody, you're isolated, the children go to school, they can't speak the language, they're being bullied, the wife is at home, she can't do anything, and she's a hard worker, but now she feels trapped, and then you are trying to make ministry and nothing is really working, and at a point you've got to put all the frustrations out. Let's come, get in the car, let's go
do
a
something
meal.
fun.
Let's go. Sometimes we go and drive around just to go and see the Champs-Elysees or go to a place, the mall or something, just to walk around, take the pressure off.
Yeah.
All we have is maybe 10 euros, so we can only buy maybe ice creams. It's good enough. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sit in the car, go buy ice cream, drive an hour to the city center just to buy ice cream and drive back. It's worth it. If that takes the pressure off for a little bit, why not?
Yeah.
So your mental health, your emotional health is very important. If it means, that's why I will always say that if you belong to a church, it's a great thing, because it releases some people don't have people to interact with.
Community.
So even to go to a place where you can sit and chat like this is relieving enough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So don't isolate yourself.
Okay.
And don't allow the fear of not having money to make you become a recluse and affect your mental, emotional health. Don't do that. Rather, even if it means walking to go say hello to somebody, just to.
Yeah.
Because you just never know, right? You just never know who you run into. That's very true. Whew.
I remember we used to walk to, there was an IKEA not too far from us, and we walked there only to buy hot dogs for 2 euros. But that was the best. It was the best outing. That's all we could afford, but it was great because you just walk around. When you enter IKEA, you've got to
go around, go through the pathway, and
the only reason why we are there is for the hot dogs, but we have to go through every aisle and see. Not that we care to see anything, but because we can't really afford it. It's just so that at the end of the walk,
it's
hot dog.
Yeah.
Go get a hot dog, sit in the car, and go back home.
Yeah, I believe in treating yourself. I believe in that. I'm big on that.
That doesn't mean that you should be spent or misspent.
That's what we're discussing, isn't it? Like, what do you do? What is your tip? Okay, so be wise about your spending. Treat yourself, but be wise.
Yeah.
Right. This episode has been unusual, just because, well, we didn't have our usual studio guests, but it doesn't make it any less real in terms of our conversations. I hope that you listening to us, hearing Bishop talk about sharing his experiences and his lessons learned, essentially letters to himself or to us, really. I hope that you've picked up something about moving forward, even when life happens to your career, when life happens to your finances, knowing that ultimately God's got you. God's got you. This is our last episode for this year. We're looking forward to coming back next year, 2026, bigger, better. And you'll be able to get in touch with us. You'll see our contact details. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let us know if you want to join us in the studio. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be very happy to address them.
I have something to say.
And 1 second, Bishop wants to say one more thing. Yes.
Can we have our next program a nicer place than this? Maybe by the riverside, so we can.
Dear sponsors,
Yes.
as you're watching,
Picnic.
dear sponsors, let me know if you want our bank details so we can have a nicer place. So we can have a nicer studio to work in, because Bishop wants to have a nicer place.
No, it's just me asking you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Any question? I got answers for you. So, dear sponsors is my answer. Ian, do you wanna take us out?
I feel she said everything that needed to be said.
You can still take us out.
But yes, this was the final episode of Heal
2025.
in 2025. We look forward to welcoming you back, hopefully from a park, a waterside somewhere, waterfront somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, preferably not in Leeds. It might be in Australia. Right?
Hey.
By the grace.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower.
Until then, it's lovely to have you, and then we'll see you same time. Well, sometime next year,
Yeah.
2026.
Really soon. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
God bless
Bye.
you. Bye.